That was a great speech, kind of hard to follow. Very creative. So I'm going to preface this by saying that this is going to be the edited version of Topaz, because most of you all know me. So I am a mixed company, so I'm going to be very scripted and mechanical. So at my age, that filter between the mouth and the mind kind of shorts out. So please charge it to my head, not my heart. Wow, it's hard to believe that it's been nearly 2 years since we began the program. March 2014 marks the month in which 50 of us embarked upon this life-changing journey. Now, 19 months and roughly 60 classmates later, we're joyfully nearing the finish line, weak, wounded, and weary, but we're still holding it together. From the first day of orientation, I knew this motley crew of A-type personalities would be something special. You know, initially I was kind of intimidated. Everyone was astute and diligently taking notes and challenging the speakers during orientation to ensure that we got it all down and understood everything. But honestly, that all changed after I heard endless conversations about which stethoscope to purchase. Should I buy the Cardio 5000 for $400? You know, they say it can hear a mouse sneeze in a windstorm. Or should I buy the $75 struggling student special? And in the back of my mind, I'm like, clearly you've never seen the dollar store stethoscope that hangs on the track. And it does the job just fine. You know, when you me, I chimed in, you know, made a couple jokes about it, but I knew that I was with a good group of individuals. Sorry, NUSNA, I know it's part of your fundraising attempts. There are countless stories to tell, many of which I can't discuss here. There are children present and faculty present, so I'm gonna ball it up and put it in my book. Don't worry, I'm changing the names. With the exception of the story about the African American culture presentation that we had in nursing theory. And I'm not going to name any names of that group, Erica. But I just wanted to set the record straight that I know of anyone who eats ham hocks, barbecue ribs, fried chicken, smothered pork chops, meatloaf, collard greens, fried okra, cornbread, macaroni and cheese, sweet potato pie, pound cake, peach cobbler, and sweet tea, and still lives to tell the tale about it. Love you, girl. Love you. I'm just teasing. You know, you go with the material that you get, so I understand. Some of that material was written like maybe 60 years ago. So you think the resident, you know, expert, you know, subject matter expert would have been helpful to them, but guess not. I'm moving right along. Cohort 38, we've been through a great deal together. Who can forget the countless hours spent working on 50-page nursing care plans before clinicals, only to show up the next morning looking tired, haggard, and all pumped up off Starbucks and Red Bull. Yeah, patients really love to see you coming in like that first thing in the morning. Big boost of confidence for them. For the countless hours spent in study groups, there's nothing like having a hyperactive classmate, Christina Maria, bouncing off the walls of the coffee shop late at night. Lord, by the grace you are still here. I'll try my best. Or what about sitting in lectures, self-diagnosing your friends, yourself, and even your family? And I think this was shot more in psych than any other subject. Because there's a fine line between a patient and a provider, and I think you realize that. You're only one imaginary friend away from being your patient. But who could ever forget?
That one doesn't work. It's the other one that works.
Oh my God, those 3 letters can bring a grown man to his knees. There's nothing more intimidating than hearing ATI. You fear ATI more than you fear God and your parents. I'm starting a post-traumatic ATI. whatever you're paying for. I, however, do want to speak to the writers of the therapeutic communication section of BTI. Now look, your version and my version may be different, but they're both effective, okay? It's worked for me for about 42 years, so I think I'm good. No, seriously, I digress with all the jokes. I would like to thank my classmates for all their support through the program. One of the things that Cohort 38 is known for is helping one another. Everyone who has joined our cohort has mentioned how helpful and inviting we are. This characteristic is a definite must in nursing. At this point, we've all been through clinicals and have seen how important teamwork and helping one another is to the mission. We have been able to put our differences aside and work as an effective team. The torch will be soon passed to us to continue the nursing practice. It will soon be our responsibility to forge new pathways and inspire and mentor those to follow. We may not be able to see it now, but I believe National University has prepared as well for this nursing endeavor. There are going to be challenging days ahead of us, but remember why. You clap. We take our best out, you all, really, from the bottom of my heart. Thank you all so very much. I know we're about to. We come in with guns blazing every morning, and you guys have to stand here patiently and smile and try to deal with us. So, thank you all. Thank you all. There will be challenging days ahead of us, but remember why you chose nursing, and that will always bring you back to your center. Remember to take care of yourselves first, because you can't take care of others if you're not taking care of yourself. Remember to advocate for yourself, because you can't advocate for your patients if you're not willing to advocate for yourself. Continue to grow and develop in and out of nursing. But most importantly, live, love, and have fun. Wait, there's more. All right, I can't end the speech without thanking all the family and friends who have supported us throughout this endeavor. I know the last 2 years have been challenging, but soon life will return to some resemblance of normalcy. Well, until shift work starts, and then it all goes out the window then. I would also like to thank the faculty and instructors for all your help and support in our education, the program and facility administrators, bless your hearts, bless your hearts. And Karen, I don't mean that in a southern way, I mean that in a heartfelt way. Because they have to deal with us in emails and in person, and oh my God. So I just really would like to thank them for the hard work and dedication that they have to the program. I know we have a handful of security personnel that I would like to thank them for ensuring that we have a safe education environment, and also custodial personnel who make sure that we have a clean education environment. Those people are often, not thanked or dismissed, but they play a role and they're important. So I'd like to thank them as well. Again, on behalf of Cohort 38, I would like to thank you all and have a great evening.